I'd give him an A because he won, and that's what counts to me. The bottom line is he got it done, and he got it done in a clutch situation with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs breathing down his back, going back and forth, touchdown after touchdown. 2 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter, game-winning drive in overtime. It was nonstop, converting on 3 consecutive 3rd and 10 situations in overtime. You talk about Mr. Clutch. And, oh, by that way, that interception that was negated because D Ford was offsides. He lined up wrong. The reality is that I think Gronkowski should have caught that ball. He caught the ball down the left sideline under far more difficult circumstances. I thought he should have caught the ball back there. I don't put that interception on Brady. I put that interception on Gronkowski. It was just nullified because D Ford lined up offsides. When you consider what transpired in the second half, particularly in the fourth quarter and overtime, and how near perfect he was, and how many 3rd and 10 situations he found himself in, knowing that if you don't convert, the likelihood is that Kansas City is going to come down and do something. And for him to do what he did, I give him an A. And I'm not sure, Max, that Kansas City definitely would have won. Yes, I believe they would have scored, but it might have been a field goal. It might have been a field goal because the Patriots defense, even though they struggled a bit in the second half, overall, when you consider the fact that they held Tyreek Hill to 1 pass, 1 reception, Tyreek Hill, they held him to 1 reception. I can't
Brady
rule
was
out.
amazing doing
I
that,
can't
by the way.
rule out. Don't worry about him. I can't rule out the possibility that the New England Patriots would have come up with something to hold Kansas City to a field goal just so Brady and them could get the ball back in overtime.
So I would give him an A-, but the minus only comes in because there was one play that I think he should be penalized for, and that's the interception in the end zone to Reggie Ragland. That's the only non-Tom Brady play in the entire thing. The thing is, it's as though we're getting desensitized because we're becoming so used to Tom Brady engineering game-winning drives, 3 in this one game, because we're so used to seeing Tom Brady in the Super Bowl now 9 times in 18 years, because we've come to expect, as you heard from James White and Julian Edelman, and everybody sitting at this table, and everybody looking at their television screens right now, you knew what was going to happen. With 2:03 left in the game and the ball in Tom Brady's hands, you knew what was going to happen. As you pointed out, when you get the coin flip and the Patriots get the ball, you knew who was going to win the game because number 12 has gone so far and above his competition, eternally and on the field at any given time, that he is, I don't even know if he could ever get worse than an A, Stephen A. His career achievement ought to be established as an A. Now, let me just say one thing really quick. People, I'm conflicted. Do I get sucked into your nonsense, or do I go ahead and...
I'm guessing column A, but go ahead.
Sucked into your nonsense? Probably you're right. So let's just move into that territory. I mean, this is why it's infuriating, because you keep looking for reasons to caveat what happened. It was a Belichick first half, by the way. It was a lucky play. It was a beat. Man, come on. To deny this level of greatness at this point in time, it reflects on you, not him.
Yeah, I want to ask Max a question. So if we're going to go by QBR, Tom Brady had the best of all 4 quarterbacks. He had 83. But I want to ask you this.
He was the second best quarterback in that game.
When we look at all 4 of these quarterbacks, we look at all 4 of these offenses, which team has the least of the weapons? Which one has the worst weapons to work with?
Tom Brady and Bill Belichick.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have the worst weapons, right?
Absolutely.
And still executed.
And however, hold on a second. However, that's not a question, it's a point you want to make. But fine. Here's the thing.
But you answered and conceded.
Katie Sharp, who does baseball, covers Yankee stuff, tweeted this out yesterday. Let's just look at the defenses, for example. Tom Brady was hit once, sacked 0 times, 0 tackles on the quarterback, versus 9 quarterback hits, 4 sacks, 4 tackles against Mahomes. That is the defense. Well, no, Tom Brady's getting rid of it quick. Yes, he is, but a lot of that is handing the ball to the running backs. Now, I mean, that's what happened. Incidentally, Tom Brady is now 3-0 in overtime in the playoffs in his career. The other quarterback never got to touch the ball because of the rules of overtime in the NFL.
Yes, our research informed us that James Dunn produced, actually. But here's the deal, because I have another question for you, and this is why I want to interject. You said, Max Kellerman, that Brady and the interception and Brady and his struggles in a particular, throughout the game, you brought that up as to why you would give him the grade that you would give him. Yeah. And you said that he was the second best quarterback yesterday. So you don't bring up the fact that Patrick Mahomes was scoreless in the first half?
No, we haven't got to Mahomes yet.
No. You said he was the second best quarterback.
Correct.
In the
on the
game,
field.
yeah.
On the
Overall,
field.
are we starting to talk Mahomes now? I'm happy to.
I'm asking simply the question: how
we
do
have to
we
go to break.
ignore the first half with Mahomes?
We don't. In totality, Patrick Mahomes, who obviously didn't have his best day, and that had a lot to do with Bill Belichick, outplayed Tom Brady yesterday. He was the better quarterback on the field. Had he had, by the way, I had no
That's
doubt.
not true.
That's not true.
Yes, it was. I had no doubt that Tom Brady was going to win that game when they got the ball. I would have had no doubt that Mahomes would have
right.
won the game had they got
Guys, I keep.